I just came back from the sauna. I'm feeling good. Got that lymph system moving. Got the hot and cold. Sweat out a lot, got all the toxins out of the body. But take a look at this, guys. These people are 4,000 strong. I think they're fluctuating. I've seen like other numbers like 3,000 and so on and so forth. But these people are living together as a vegan village.
I love sugar. I love candy. I love meat. Like everybody, I eat whatever I see and I don't feel bad about it. At the end of the day, it's just food. That's what I thought. Until I landed in this unique village, where 4,000 people live in the middle of the desert in Israel. But unlike me, these people are very careful with their food. Pay attention to this. This village eats zero meat. No meat, no dairy products or chemical additives.
Only vegan food.
They don't eat salt 3 days a week and don't eat any sugar 4 weeks a year. Zero.
So they keep the salt to a minimum. They don't eat fake sugar. They only eat the sugar that God gives. And at the same time, they don't eat poison, They don't eat dairy. They don't eat meat. They don't eat anything that's going to give the body digestive troubles and metabolic waste buildup. They're not going to eat things that acidify the body. Actually, maybe they'll eat less things that acidify the body, because we'll see an example here.
They exercise 3 times a week.
They're moving their lymphatic system. They're always exercising. They're keeping their body strong.
They have a mandatory massage every month, and they do not smoke or drink alcohol.
Wow, no smoking, no drinking. They're psychologically healthy. They have a mandatory massage. Give me a break, guys.
Absolutely everything they put in their body is made of plants.
We understand that in order to maintain a lengthy, healthy, optimal, vital lifestyle, we would only be able to put noble foods in our bodies, in these temples that we call it.
Amen. We would only be able to put, if we respected ourselves, we would only put noble foods in our bodies, right? So if we want to become noble people, then we have to start putting noble foods into our system. We have to start putting light foods. If we want to be light people, if we want to be, high frequency people, we got to put high frequency, high pH forming foods into the body, right? Foods that are full of electricity. So you want to put living foods in the body. That's the key.
Instead of chicken, they make seitan. Instead of hamburgers, they eat rice patties. And instead of ice cream, they have soy milk.
I don't know about the soy though, guys. I like how they don't eat the chicken, they don't eat the patties, and that they don't eat the milk. But I don't know about the soy.
When was the last time you drank milk?
1991.
When was the last time you ate meat?
1983.
And this vegan diet is working. Because according to studies, this village is one of the healthiest in Israel, with very few cases of obesity or heart attacks. And when you walk around the village, you see many elderly people looking young and fun. Some of them are 99 years old.
73, 69,
72. 82 years young.
And it gets even more interesting. Because these people believe with 100% certainty that because of their diet, they will live forever.
Looks like I was muted there. Even scientifically, they're much, it's proven that they're less obese, they're healthier, happier, longevity. You see what I'm saying? And they believe they'll live forever, because that's the thing, folks. There's the secret. If you can keep your cells regenerating, why would you have to die? It seems like now death is a thing that's forced on us, right? Rather than something we give into, and it's like a letting go. Now it's more like, I eat all this crap, so someday the body just explodes, implodes, and you have there's no ease, there's no flow out into the next transition, the next stage in life. No, you're violently. You violently come in and you violently go out. That's the world we live in, because it's everything so backwards. So.
absolutely!
These are the African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem. It's a spiritual community that believes in the Bible. And according to the Bible, in Genesis 1:29, it says,
And Yah said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for food.
But regardless of religion, this community has something.
And that passage, let's just go into that a bit, because it's so beautiful, right? The Genesis 1:29, I've given you every herb-bearing fruit and all this kind of stuff. Well, why is that so amazing? or I've given you every seed-bearing fruit? Because if you eat that which has seed, you can plant it again. If you eat meat, you can't plant it again. If you eat most vegetables, you can't plant it again. If you eat most actually grains, you could plant again, but you're eating the seed. So there's a caveat there as well. So, especially for something like meat, especially for something like milk, especially like something like cheese, or processed foods, if you eat, you can't give life because there's no life in what you're eating. So there's one, you can give life by so-called taking life, taking energy. So you're not really, taking it, you're giving it back. Number two, it's perfectly seasoned. Just by going through the seasons, the fruit has been seasoned, right? So you don't need to add salt, you don't need to add sugar. It's perfect as it is. And of course, the imperfect ones fall and rot away. But the other thing is you don't have to heat it up. The sun's already heating it up. You don't have to do all the work of digging down into the ground like potatoes or sweet potatoes. You can just reach up and grab or climb a tree. Every way you look at it, the fruit is superior. Fructose doesn't give you diabetes. It's by far the fastest thing that goes into the body, the least effort needed for your body to process. Also, fruits are highly hydrating and astringent, so they cleanse the body. At the same time, they're giving you lots of water. So in every realm you look at, the fruit is superior, especially to man, who is a frugivore by nature. So, a little bit of a tangent there, but let's resume into this
Special. Thousands of them believe
vegan village.
that their body is a temple. It should be clean, it should
They
be
believe that the body is
healthy, and they do their absolute.
They believe they should keep it clean, healthy, and to preserve it. And because of this, the people are stronger and healthier, and they've put down the meat, so on and so forth. So that's it, guys. We got to treat our body like heaven, right? Like we were to create heaven on earth. Because if we were to create heaven on earth, starting with our bodies, man, right? Before trying to take care of other people and before trying to go to a job and whatever, right? Before we try to manage all these outputs, let's first fix the input. Let's first fix what's going into the body, right? Because if we fix the code that's going into the body, the information that comes out of the body is also going to be coherent. But right now, we're eating incoherent code. We're injecting incoherent code into ourselves, and so, incoherent code is coming out. So, yeah, there's that. So let's treat our bodies like a temple. And then the important thing is let's get together and create a massive area where everyone is treating their bodies like a temple, right? Me and Shelly are planning to do some things in the tropics. Right now, we're looking at Costa Rica. We're also looking at the Philippines. We're looking at Hawaii. I think Costa Rica are going to be our kind of like starting location, just to see other fruitarian communities and so on and so forth. But this is it, guys. Is we need to get together and get serious and do a vegan village. And if we can, do a fruitarian village or an aspiring fruitarian village, a village of people that understand and recognize that eating light and really not eating at all or eating less, that's where it's at. That's where living is at. That's where being is at. That's where energy is at. That's where electricity is at. That's where happiness is at. That's where fulfillment is at, not this overconsumption that everyone's living by. So imagine if we have, and I'm also creating a video on this in Korean too, but I explained that, a speaker, you would think if there was 3 units of sound coming out of the speaker, then you have another speaker here far away, you have 6 units, right? But if you put the speakers together, you get resonance, right? So you get a standing wave. So instead of having 6 units, you get 9 units. You multiply, right? You have another speaker of 3, then you have 18 units, right? So that's the power of having people in the right frequency resonating together. Because then just imagine the kind of, the kind of oomph the kind of impact you would have if you're, again, living in the thousands of people that know the body is a temple, you know. And then if we take it one step further, imagine if we have thousands of people living free of doctrine, you know, people that are psychologically free in their minds, because the first step is freeing yourself, freeing the body from the poisons and the poisonous food. The second step is freeing the mind from poisonous ideas and ideology and doctrine and repetitive behavior. Because then what happens? There's ultimate, absolute, unconditional freedom. So I think that's what we can achieve. And, you know, it'll be like, you know, the elves. The frequency will be so high, people just coming in will immediately be brought into a trance, realizing how fantastical this aura is being created with all these beautiful people. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, and that's what I envision. I hope you envision the same. So let's get together and create another and more villages all over the world, especially in tropical regions, because it's easier to, you know, do fruitarian communities in tropical regions. And yeah, because, you know, really, when you die, you can't take your money with you. You know, you can't take your possessions with you. You can't take your attachments with you. So you might as well share and, you know, build these networks of communities and nodes and exchange and transfer and help each other. Because what else is there to do? You know, like go to a job that you hate, live a life that you don't like, try to get validation from people you don't care about. That's not it. I'd rather spend time with the friends I like and I love and I care about, friends that care about their own body, and build a fantastic, beautiful future and experience the most amazing things with them together. I think that's where it's at. So I'll cut it there, and love you guys. See you in the next one. Let's build this vegan / fruitarian villages, plural.